This is a fishery I've wanted to see ever since I was a kid.
Is this water in here brackish or is it straight salt? When I think of Cape Cod game fish, there's really only two species that come to mind. One is the bluefin tuna, and the other species is the striped bass.
Tyler, owner and captain of the Cynthia C harpoon boat.
The harpoon fishery is extremely intriguing to me.
There is no bycatch. This is the cleanest fishery there is.
Tyler has it down to an exact science.
All right, go ahead. I got Colin. I got a flash. I got him. 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock.
My name is Ali Hussainy. I grew up in Southern California and now operate one of the largest sport fishing websites in the world. Just another day at the office?
My office, not yours.
I'm Rush Maltz.
I got you. What you seeing?
Florida Keys native and career fishing guide for the past 20 years.
Fish. When I come out to California, you can let me catch all the 300-pound tunas.
Our passion is our profession, and we know there's more to fishing than just the catch.
There's a good mark right there. That's what I like to see.
That's the one! He's not superstitious because that's bad luck. Woo! All right, get with him. Come with him.
We explore the people, places, and species that make up the culture of fishing.
You know, coming from California, when I think of Cape Cod, I think of a few different things. I think of lobster rolls.
Summer vacation, beautiful summer homes overlooking the water.
The Kennedys, big old houses and giant lawns.
Families enjoying the warm summer weather here along the beach.
The other thing that I think of when I think of Cape Cod is, of course, the famous movie Jaws.
That's a good one.
That is sick.
So sick.
I would say he's a solid 12 feet. Yeah, he doesn't like us now. He doesn't like us
Doesn't
anymore.
like the boat.
Yeah, that's a solid 12-footer.
Wow.
Coming back in the boat, gonna eat the boat.
One shark I haven't seen and I've always wanted to see is the great white shark. I was hoping to see, you know, that iconic animal. That was awesome, thank you.
When I think of Cape Cod game fish, there's really only two species that come to mind. You know, one is the bluefin tuna, a fish that I love to chase, and the other species is the striped bass. And in my mind, that's the iconic everyman's fish on the East Coast. Is this water in here brackish or is it straight salt?
This is straight salt in this place.
I take a lot of clients from the Northeast, and a fish they talk about a lot is the striper. I mean, it's pretty much their staple up here in the Northeast. Keep turning around the net.
Yep, go around the net, yep.
What's really cool about these striped bass is you can catch them in a lot of different ways. You can catch them bottom fishing, just like we would back home. You could catch them on artificials. But one of the ways we caught these fish was rip fishing, which was a really cool experience.
See him eat it right there on the surface?
Oh yeah, I see
I
it.
did see that.
See him? He's got it in his mouth.
They catch them in all sorts of ways, in every location, and this was something that we had to do. I know I felt a couple whacks. I might have just got robbed. Enter our new friend, Cullen Lundholm. This guy is young, he's a hustler, he is on it all season long, and he is the guy to put you on that big striped bass.
So these fish are actually coming up on these sand flats with big waves breaking on them, and you're actually seeing the fish surfing down the wave, casting artificials or live baits into them, and watching them literally follow the baits all the way up until they hit the bait.
I got him coming now. Yeah, there he
That's
is.
a nice fish. See him?
Yeah,
Inhaling them. Look at them surfing down the wave right there.
isn't that cool?
Yeah, big old mouth.
That's a good one, man.
Yeah, I like those too.
Hoagie. Damn.
Nice fish.
That's the guy right there. Dude, I'm stoked. Seriously, thank you. That's an awesome fish. I'm gonna go ahead and let him go.
Yeah.
That's my kind of fish. Big, aggressive, and also great table fare.
Is bunker what they naturally feed on?
Yeah, they eat squid, bunker, and then they get really tough to hook when they're on sand eels and like little rain bait here.
Looks like it's the right flavor.
There's a good one.
Sweet. I've never caught one in the ocean. I've caught some freshwater ones in rivers and lakes, but never one in the ocean.
How's it work, Colin? You guys go by slot limits, right?
So 28 and above, you can keep recreationally. And then commercially, 34 inches and above.
But how big's that guy?
28, 29 inches.
I was gonna say, he looks like he's right at 28.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we let this guy go?
Yeah, go for it.
You know, striped bass, in my mind, is a really awesome game fish. It almost reminds me of the Northeast yellowtail or Florida's cobia.
Almost looks like a cobia. The back.
Yeah.
They are so fat. What are they feeding on?
These ones out here have been feeding on sand eels.
I mean,
That's
look
like why
at
you
the-
see all these birds picking at the surface here.
I've always been fascinated by them, but never caught any. Somebody could tell you how a fish bites, they can try and explain it to you, but until you actually catch one and fight one, you're never really gonna realize what that fish has to offer until you experience it for yourself. Ah, they are squirrely.
Every time they turn and shake their head and swear you're gonna lose them, huh?
Cookie cutters.
Yeah.
Your bread and butter.
Short season, we have like, I'll fish May through August for stripers.
Gotcha.
And then that's it, you know?
Local Knowledge is brought to you by Evan Rood, Penn, Let the Battle Begin, Yeti Coolers, built for the wild, the Florida Keys and Key West, come as you are, Simrad, go with confidence, go with Simrad, Nomad Design, crafted by experience, and bdoutdoors.com.
Got one, buddy?
Yeah, man, these are cool.
Since we started Local Knowledge, one of the things I've really enjoyed is being able to go out with different fishermen from all over the world.
Oh man, these are cool. I'd like to even scale down the gear a little bit. This,
Well, it's fun on this guy right here. I'm using this little rod.
I mean, it's fun on this.
And it's nice after guiding people my whole life to actually get guided. Now, where is the bulk of the charter fleet? They just spread out all over the place. They run little boats like you're running here, or bigger boats?
Some bigger down east boats and stuff.
Yeah.
This fish a little better. 33 inches, might be 34.
I want to learn all I can from these different fishermen and, you know, what they have to offer. There we go.
Right on the birds. Nice.
With any fishery, there's your bread and butter fishery. That's that fish you're gonna leave the dock and know that you have a good chance of catching one or a lot of those fish. So these guys are up feeding on the little fry minnow we're seeing in the water?
This would be like good on the fly right here.
Yeah, running and gunning.
Yep, because they're on that little bait, so.
Sure. You know, San Diego, it's the yellowtail. The Keys, we have quite a few of them. Up here in the Northeast, the bread and butter fish is the striped bass.
So
Such cool boats. I love the Northeast boats.
I love them too. I think these things for what I do at home would be killer.
Oh, anywhere.
Hey guys.
Hey, how's it going, Tyler?
Good.
Nice to meet you, man.
Tyler, owner and captain of the Cynthia Seat Harpoon Boat.
Thanks for having us out. We're stoked to check out your fishery here. Up here in the Northeast, and particularly the Cape Cod area, this is a fishing culture, both commercial and sport, with very, very deep roots.
Awesome boat, man. What kind of boat is
It's
it?
a 38 Holland, custom
Holland?
built. Yeah,
This is built up here locally.
yeah, it was built up in Belfast, Maine.
All of the culture, all the flavor, all the awesome scenery aside, we're here on a mission, and our mission is to learn more about a couple of species, you know, that this area is known for.
How long you been in this fishery?
I've been fishing since '85. I was 17 when I harpooned my first fish.
I've caught plenty of bluefin tuna in a lot of different places. I've caught the biggest in PEI, I've caught some of the smallest at home, but there's one technique that I have not experienced, and that is that Northeast harpoon fishery.
There is no bycatch. This is the cleanest fishery there is.
The harpoon fishery is extremely intriguing to me. I grew up in a background in the Keys of spearfishing.
This is the shooting, we call it the shooting line. This is the first 125 feet of the rig. The rig consists of this, the shooting line, and then 500 feet of pot warp or lobster warp, 3/8 inch.
One thing I really enjoy doing is picking other fishermen's brains, especially fishermen like Tyler.
The harpoon's 12 feet long, and it's got a weighted end made of brass. The dart will come off completely free. The harpoon will slide up the line. Those fish show usually after 1 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
So that's why you need really nice conditions into the afternoon.
Especially. And then, you know, like fisherman to fisherman, the book opens up. Next thing you know, he's showing us sort of the tricks of the trade. And this is why I rig like this. And this is why I have this rope custom made with wire going through it, so I can zap these SOBs as soon as I get a harpoon in them.
I lean in, so if you can think about it, I'm leaning in, the belly rail's hitting me right about my hips, so I'm leaning forward, I got one, I'm like this.
But you got your feet staggered like this, right?
Yeah, I'm like this.
This would be so hard. This stick boat fishery is really very similar to the California historic sword fishery that we have there with the harpoon. Coming into a fish, you've got 2 guys in the tower. One guy comes down the tower, walks the plank. Now you've got a wheelman and you've got a harpoon man. You gotta have ice running through your veins. You're standing over a $5,000, $10,000 bill, and you gotta put that harpoon on the mark, on a moving target, from a plank, on a moving boat. Just think about that. That is not an easy thing to do. I always say, you know, you can learn a lot more from a pro in a couple of days of fishing with them than you could ever figure out in years of doing it yourself. And Tyler is a pro, and this is his fishery, and he really has it wired. You know, whenever we go to a new place, one of the first things we seek out, the fish house.
This is what we call our brine tank. So after the fish are landed, the fishermen will bleed it out right after they catch it, whether it's harpooned or rod and reel.
The fish house that we checked out here, the Wellfleet Seafood Company, these guys know tuna.
Skin fat there is that light orangey color, right? Like a steak.
They know how to process a tuna, they know how to chill a tuna, they know how to grade a tuna, they know how to sell a tuna.
This is obviously a very regulated fishery. So every fish, as soon as it's caught, as soon as we buy the fish, we put our tag on it. So that's that yellow, that's this orange tag here. Yeah.
You can't think about this place without having an appreciation for its deep connection to the ocean and what the ocean provides for the people here, and has provided for a long, long time.
Harpooning is the most selective fishery of all the commercial fisheries. You're targeting one animal. There's no hooks involved, so it's not a mystery of what you're going after or what bit the hook. You're going after a specific animal. I look at harpooning tuna fish very much like I look at deer hunting, to be honest. It's almost identical.
Tyler has it down to an exact science where he's harvesting that one fish at a time.
We see him up running. Mike will take control of the wheel, and I'll get down the front end, the pulpit, see if we can't sneak up close enough to one and take a shot with the harpoon. We'll have the plane up about 10 o'clock or so, start helping us out.
Can we go look at that nice water?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, climb back up. What do you think about it right in here? Does it look all right? It's good looking conditions?
Yeah, good. Yeah, not for me.
The plane serves multiple purposes. Number one, it can scout areas real quick, looking for tuna fish, obviously. Basically, if you think about it, it's just an 800-foot tower.
Bluefin is kind of a unique tuna. One of the most interesting things about the bluefin, in my mind, is the distances they travel, why they travel, where they travel, the sizes they grow to in certain areas. You know, our average fish is 30 pounds, but that average fish in PEI is 700 pounds. That fish in the Gulf might be 500 pounds. It's just a unique species that occurs really in every shape and size you can imagine, and they get caught in almost every corner of the world. It's probably one of the most notorious fish for a lot of reasons.
Come to about your 2 to 3 now. I would say come to your 2 o'clock.
Yeah, I see him. Look at him right under us.
Got him right there. You know what those are, right? Those were 50-pound stripers.
Yeah, they look like tuna.
There's tuna in here. Dougie saw him. There's tuna in here.
You know, going into this, I had a feeling it's gonna be a lot of riding around, a lot of waiting, but when it was time to go, it's time to go.
How far? You got him? I got him, I got him, I got him, I got him.
Right there, 11 o'clock. Tyler, to me, is the best at what he does. There's a reason there's only one person who gets out on that pulpit when it's go time.
I got resids right here. They were right here. Let them square up, Mike. Let them get up for a second.
It's a skill, and it's not a skill that you build overnight. This is honed over years and years of experience. So what happened there, Tyler? Were they just porpoising up and down, or?
No, they were up, just up on the surface. They were only picking a direction they were.
We had spent about 6 or 7 hours on the boat. We had a lot of opportunities. The plane had spotted spots of fish. You know, we had a couple false alarms with some big striped bass. Saw some fish quite a few miles away, ran for a ways to get up to them. By the time we got there, the fish had gone down. Started getting late in the day, and our spotter plane literally was low on fuel and had to go in. You know, at that moment, you're kind of thinking in your head, well, this might be over. Our eyes in the sky are, they're gone basically. You know, now we're totally dependent on our own eyes.
Right there, 12 o'clock, about 3 boats. Okay, 12:30, right there. See them rolling in white water? You got them? Yeah. All right, they're swimming. All right, go ahead. I got collar, I got a flash. Go, 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 go.
Local knowledge is brought to you by Andros Boat Works. Adventure never ends. Mustad Hooks, defining fishing hooks since 1877. AFTCO, the American Fishing Tackle Company. Costa, see what's out there. Seakeeper, once you feel it, you'll never boat without it. Sea Deck, your boat deserves Sea Deck. Fleer, the world's sixth sense. And by Casa Vieja Lodge. Experience 5-star angling in tropical Guatemala.
Little bit to left, go left a little bit, go left. Okay, square up on them now, square up on them now.
The thing that really blew me away about this fishing was everybody on the boat is in the game.
Let me know when you got collar.
Now the excitement starts. The adrenaline starts going. You're seeing fish.
I got them, 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock.
Start making our way towards them. You know, you're kind of thinking, oh, are they gonna stay up? Well, these fish did stay up.
Follow, okay, get me on them. I got him, I got him.
Oh God, smash him, smash him.
Follow my stick. Follow my stick. Hit him, hit him, back it down, back it down, back it down, back it down, back it down. He's going, he's going, he's going, he's going.
Did you buttonhole him?
I don't know, I don't think so. Good, 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 good. Slow me down, slow me down, slow me down. That's a monster, guys. That is a monster freaking fish. All right, you're about to see a recreation of Jaws. I don't know why he didn't zap. Nope, he's not dead, he's going. Say goodbye.
One thing that marks a true fisherman is Tyler's not just thinking about that one fish. His efficiency was so good, he was able to actually get a fish, get him on the high flyer,
Got fish just popped up off the bow.
have another rig rigged up, ready to go, and we actually got a shot at another fish.
Stick another one in.
We're gonna go pre-rig. Mike, keep your eye out for them again. They might come right back up like they did earlier.
Look at that.
Oh my God, that's a donkey!
Follow my collar. Boom. Hit it! Back it down hard, back it down hard! Hard, 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 hard!
Got another dart in another fish. Here we are fighting two fish over 500 pounds.
He is deader than a doornail.
He's dead. Let's do our dead thing. What do we do with dead fish?
Oh,
Make sure he starts side down. Get that tarp nice and wet. And get...
they're electrocuting that fish. That fish dies immediately. No lactic acid, no burnout. They bring that fish into the boat in a matter of minutes.
All right, let's get that fish bleeding.
It's bled, gutted, and packed with ice. there's no finer product, and that's why Tyler gets out of bed at 3 a.m. every morning.
Good job, boys.
You tell me when you want me to go backwards. Right on the bottom, 157 feet down.
This is a fishery I've wanted to see ever since I was a kid. What more exciting fishery is there than being out on a 20-foot pulpit with a 20-foot spear chasing one of the biggest animals that roam our oceans?
1, 2, 3.
Probably the biggest thing that I learned here was the respect and the dedication that these harpoon guys have for this fishery.
Coming here and having the opportunity to fish with Tyler was a great experience. Just meeting the guy, just talking to him, even if I never stepped foot on his boat, would have been a great experience. The guy is a wealth of knowledge. The guy is a true waterman, a true fisherman.
He loves these fish, he's dedicated to these fish, he's chasing them with a passion, and he is stewarding his fish and taking them the way they should be taken. This is a unique place, and we will definitely be back.
I've really fallen in love with the Northeast, Cape Cod especially, and plan on coming back very soon.